What's up, YouTube? I'm fucking underscore Foxmains.
I'm L_cancel_1969.
And we're the otakus of the
night!
Today we're going to be addressing a very serious issue that has been plaguing our society. And this is about people who are meleeists, people who discriminate against professional and non-professional melee players. Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is a game that came out in 2001 for the Nintendo GameCube. And you know what Nintendo has done since then? They've released not 2, but 3 sequels. One, by which I mean 2 sequels, but one of the sequels was actually 2 sequels, which means 3 sequels. And that is literally shitting on Melee's good name, because the goodness of Melee will not be preserved if they are just trying to make cheap spin-offs and rip-offs of the game for years and years to come. And we all know that Melee is perfect and impeccable in every way, and that no fighting game or otherwise could ever top Melee because of the mechanics of it. You know, you can't L-cancel in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you can't wave dash in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Only in Melee can you do that. So, Nintendo is Meleeist by making Melee and by making other games to succeed Melee. Nintendo is discriminating against their own game.
Yeah, Nintendo, despite giving birth to Super Smash Bros. Melee, is the biggest purveyor of this ill of society. You know, if Nintendo really cared, about Melee, then Nintendo would have never released Super Mario Brothers. Nintendo would have never released Metroid. Nintendo would have never released Kirby or F-Zero or any of that shit. No, Nintendo, all it would ever do is remake Super Smash Bros. Melee on every single system. That means not just GameCube. It would make Smash Bros. Melee for Wii. It would make Smash Bros. Melee for the Wii U. It would make Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo Switch. And you know what? Nintendo would go back on their hardware and make Smash Bros. For the NES. That's, if Nintendo were truly dedicated to Super Smash Bros. Melee, that's what it would do. But it doesn't, because Nintendo doesn't give a shit, just like the rest of the world. Just like the rest of the world hates Melee players.
In fact, the biggest thing that Melee could do, that Nintendo could do, is to only produce Melee on GameCube and never produce a single game ever again. Never have produced a single game. Only ever produce the Nintendo GameCube with Nintendo GameCube controllers and Super Smash Bros. Melee. And they would not let any third-party, gaming developers develop for their sacred GameCube that could potentially ruin Melee by, corrupting a memory card, or by ruining the disc reader on the GameCube, or just by disgracing the GameCube with anything other than Super Smash Bros. Melee. In fact, if Nintendo really loved and cared about...
Which it doesn't.
Yeah, if they did, which they don't, Nintendo would never have even been created. They would literally be called Melee.
I'm asked this question to our young, impressionable, but extremely large audience of 25 people. How many of you know Matt Arisato? Oh, what's that I hear? Crickets? A tumbleweed in the distance? That's right, none of you know who he is. And you want to know why? It's because Melee players don't get respect in this society. All this society cares about, we care about who plays basketball, who plays football, who plays baseball, but none of us care about the true sport of Melee, And Matt Arisato is the greatest man to have ever existed. Matt Arisato truly exemplifies what a true Melee player is. Because he doesn't get laid. Most people want to fuck. Most people want to get laid. It's an instinct of being alive is reproduction. But Matt doesn't give a shit about that. Matt cares about Melee.
In fact, Matt has dedicated his entire life to Melee. He swore an oath of celibacy in order to continue playing Melee for as long as he exists. And people like you, right there, who are secretly Meleeist, even though you may not admit it, everybody knows that deep down, everybody except for Matt Arisato and the otakus of the night are Meleeist. And you know what that means? By extension, you are also Matt Arisatoist, which means you discriminate directly against Matt Arisato.
And let's not compound on that fact that Matt Arisato is a straight white male in America. I mean, that his life is doubly as hard. You know, as a straight white male, as a Melee player who has taken an oath of celibacy, you know how hard that is? You know? Like, no one understands what it's like to have that hard of a life.
At least he doesn't have to get laid.
True. People have a stereotype about Melee players as, like, nerds who are withdrawn and don't get laid and stuff.
Shut-ins.
But what you people don't realize is that Melee, you know, it's not just a game. It's a spiritual lifestyle.
It's a way of life.
You know, you spend your whole life trying to L cancel. And, you know, when you become, you know, really, like, one with Melee, you don't care about getting laid. You know, you don't care. No one really understands you except for Super Smash Bros. Melee. You know, it's an art form, you know. And that's what people don't understand. People just think it's like, oh, it's a stupid game. You know, this is not fucking, Overwatch we're talking about. This is Smash Brothers Melee. This isn't some pleb game. This is a real game of skill. This isn't fucking Skyrim. This isn't fucking Minecraft. This isn't fucking Roblox. This is Super Smash Brothers Melee.
You know, real Melee players, unlike you casuals out there, real Melee players don't listen to music. What real Melee players listen to is the YouTube video entitled 10 Hours of Rhythmic and Relaxing Nintendo GameCube Super Smash Bros. Melee Sounds. That's what they listen to. There are a lot of weeboos out there who believe that watching anime is a nobler act, a nobler pastime, a nobler way of life than playing Super Smash Bros. Melee. And this is obviously a very flawed and Melee-ist argument, and very Arisato-ist. And in order to weigh in on the matter, we really need to say that anime and Melee are two very separate entities that have no correlation whatsoever and cannot be compared. See our video, Why Anime is an Act Against God.
But just because we play Melee doesn't mean that we don't like anime. Like, you know, like Net's Declassified is a great anime, but like, you know, that would have been a great video if we had made a video about why Ned's Declassified is the best anime ever, but I really don't recall ever doing that, and I feel like it would have been a missed opportunity.
I'm pretty sure that was the Otakus of the night, not the Otakus of the night.
You know, Mario in the 1400s had his own anime, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about anime, think about the Melee players. We have Mario in an anime. We have Pikachu in an anime. We have Link in an anime. We have, you know, if you think about Super Smash Bros. 4, we have
Sonic in an anime.
Ryu in an anime, Sonic in an anime, you know, and that's what we're saying, like, really all anime does is just rip off Super Smash Bros. Melee, and that's why we're mad, because everyone loves anime, everyone loves to pretend like they're an otaku, everyone, you know, loves to act like, oh yeah, I'm an otaku, but it's secretly a weeaboo, but no one gives Melee due credit. You know, Melee spawned everything, you know, Melee spawned everything in human history, you know, despite being made in 2001, it was both ahead and behind its time, because, you know, Melee would spawn everything that came after Melee, and everything that came before Melee was actually technically due to Melee.
In fact, Melee spawned Melee. If it weren't for Melee, Melee itself would never exist. To conclude, Melee is a perfect game. Well, near perfect. There's only one small flaw that we can see outside of the magnificence and glory that is Melee. There's only one small flaw that we can make out that has to do with Melee, and that flaw is that it's not Super Smash Bros. Brawl.